Hey you guys, so this is another after workout talk. So you see it, okay? Laces lifted, shirt is sweaty. Focus on the message, okay? Okay, so the essence of today's message is you will create what you focus most heaviest on. And what I mean by that is, say like, okay, I'm gonna use myself for example. So for my using myself as an example, I've been on my weight loss journey, right? And I want to lose weight. So I've been focusing on my end goal, the benefits. Why is it good that I lose weight? Just what's the benefits of it? I'm going to feel better. My body's going to feel lighter. I'm going to be more energized. I'm going to be able to live longer. I'm going to be healthier. Hold on, because this dragonfly is right here by the window. Hey. But yes, and ultimately, look good, feel good, right? And if your health is wealth, those are my goals, okay? And previously I used to be super, super skinny, so I know that a lot of the weight is baggage and things like that. So that is what I focus on. But what I'm saying is, if you're not focused on the positivity, and if I was focused on, oh my God, this workout is so hard. Oh my God, this food is so nasty. Oh my God, I want to eat a steak every day. Oh my God, I want to have this bag of chips. Or if I was listening to my in the moment desires, or I really don't even like to say in the moment, because even the present moment has already been manifested. We are realizing it late. Our brain is what realizes the present moment. But we are constantly creating that present moment subconsciously before it ever even happened. I know that's deep. We're going to talk about that another day. But like I said, like I was saying, you will create what weighs heaviest on your mind. And this is for everyone, whether you're aware of it or whether you're not. What you create is what weighs heaviest on your spirit, right? So this is why I say things like, I don't believe in karma, because you only believe in karma because somebody told you it existed, and you continue to play that in your head, like, if I do this, oh, I'm gonna get karma for that. Or if you believe that, right? Because now we're getting into the power of belief, but that's another video. Okay, so if you're wondering why you don't like your reality, or something in your reality that is currently existing for you that you want to fight against, or you want to change, the best way to change it is, number one, every time you have a thought that is not in alignment with your desired reality, you change that thought. So for example, using myself again, every time that I have thoughts, or I have the notion or the urge to get up and grab a bag of chips, drink a soda, do this, do that, because I have them all the time, okay? Anytime I get those urges, I sit still. Number one, for me, I have to get into a quick stillness, like pause. Okay, realize what's going on. Okay, well, why am I craving this on I'm on a diet? Why am I trying to sit here and about to grab a bag of chips? Why am I complaining about how hard this workout is? I want to lose this weight. I want to feel better. I want to, like, consciously remind yourself what you're doing. Because what did I say? The brain is only picking up on the present moment, but the present moment has already happened. It was already manifested from your subconscious, because your subconscious is constantly creating and prepping you for what is to come. So if I was watching TV and I was watching other people around me do bad habits, my subconscious is taking all that in. So subconsciously, naturally, I may go and be drawn to do something that, even though I have this goal, I start doing something so totally different from it. That's like a lot of people will go into certain environments and wonder why they say that they're not going to do this, or they say they're not going to do that, and then they end up doing it. Because subconsciously they could have been exposed to that before, and it triggers a remembrance, right? Because the present moment's already created. We know time is an illusion. Everything is existing. So that is, a lot of people get scared when people say time is an illusion, but it's really a blessing because it lets you know that even though you may be on the lower frequency, or even though you may be trapped, quote unquote, those mind prisons we spoke about last year, trapped in a mind prison or a place of feeling like you can't get to some type of goal, it already exists for you. It's already existing. Like me, myself that's already lost all the weight, that's already super healthy, that has these super healthy habits, that has more disciplined habits, is already existing. Okay, and I am a living testament to this. Okay, everybody who knows has been following me for a long time. I've already lost a lot of weight, but outside of weight and manifesting more, I don't want to say more serious things, because weight is a serious thing too, and people don't realize that a lot of times when we hold on to different things in our body, we're holding on to baggage. But I've manifested a lot of different things in my life, and I've done so by, even in my darkest moments, even being in homeless shelters, things like that, choosing to decide what reality I was going to accept. I wasn't accepting being in a homeless shelter. I was accepting that I already have what I want. I already have the home that I want. I was feeling those feelings, and now I've manifested that. I wasn't accepting being heartbroken. I was accepting the fact that I know I'm worthy of princess treatment. I know I'm worthy of a provider. I know I've manifested that. Like, everything that you want to manifest, you must get in alignment with it. Because if you have not already ooh, bless me, thank me. If you have not already manifested something that you desire, it's because you're not in alignment with it. Now, some people will say, okay, well, every time I have a negative thought, I consciously do change my thought. I consciously do start thinking about what I want, and I change my thought. But what are you feeling? Because just like our brain is meant, y'all know I tell y'all this all the time on YouTube, every time your brain thinks a thought, it emits a light wave into the universe. Every time your heart feels a feeling, it emits a energy, a frequency into the universe. So you may be thinking, right, because we know that even a conscious thought is way more powerful than an unconscious thought. So that's step number one. You're already getting somewhere. But step number two is to, oh my God, I never seen a dragonfly twirl his body like that. He just curled. What the he listening to the conversation. He been right here for we've been here for 8 minutes. Every time I be about to flip a camera on him, he want to run. So I'm not even playing with him. But then be right here above the car, I see his shadow. But yeah, that's another thing too. If a lot of bugs, insects, animals come towards you, it's because your frequency is high. Okay, they speak in a language that we don't speak. This language that we speak out of our mouth is more confusing than real language and frequency. But anyway, so that is how you create the reality, through consciously changing your thought, but also consciously changing your feeling. And the feeling one takes a little bit longer to develop for a lot of people, because sometimes we can have a lot of deep-seated emotions, which is why I always recommend meditation. Meditation is key. Visualization, two different things, but they could be, but I recommend doing 2 different sessions. I recommend meditating. Like me, I meditate every day, even if it's just early in the morning. I wake up early and find stillness, and I just sit with that stillness. I sit with that being. I take and observe my environment. And then when it comes to actually taking time to visualize, I always have visualized myself, and not always, I've done it as a kid too, but really for almost all I can remember. But I do it more consciously the last 6 years, where I visualize exactly where I want to be, seeing myself in that car, with that hairstyle, with that body. All right, so it's more than just the thinking part, it's the feeling too. Peace, y'all. I love y'all.